Lord Rael. I am Garrett Payne, and first and foremost, I want to apologize to you and to the brothers and sisters for my mistakes I made trying to cover you out of my life with entertainment. I knew it was you when the star fell from the sky. I knew it was you when I looked in your eyes. Now I'm here talking to you. This must be like the greatest video I've ever created. Huh. I apologize. And I come forth before you, bow down, and ask for your mercy. I don't fear death, but I fear darkness. And after numerous dreams, especially one with the triangle, it really put my parameters back around me, thinking about what was right and wrong, not just for myself, but for everybody. I am no killer. But I am a general. I ask for your forgiveness. I ask for my forgiveness. Just like I pray for your forgiveness. I tried to go to Mexico 8 years ago. I made it to Ensenada, Mexico, looking up at the star that never moved. And I prayed to you. Then I turned around and I went back home. I don't know why I turned around, but I prayed to God that I'd die with my family. And it was a horrible thing to say. The last time I prayed that I went to prison for 10 years. That's not what I want. That's not what I want at all. I don't fear death, but I do fear darkness. I understand from my dream that I was weeping and I was gnashing my teeth just because I was on the outside looking in. and for you to try to express my feelings during that night and the next couple days. Only few would understand. This is why I come now. I know who I am. I have no idea who I am. I know I am. That's all I know. I did go to Nineveh, Indiana. I stayed there for 3 or 4 days camping. The first day I went, I don't know how I followed birds to a place where I could sleep at night. I threw my tent and I slept. Woke up the next morning full of thorns, bigger than my toes. I packed my stuff and I went and I parked my clothing at the cemetery. Now the cemetery is an interesting idea because you said to go to Nineveh. And I thought about it, and it took a few years for it to come into my thoughts, but I had a dream of the Red Bridge. And the Red Bridge, when I looked at it, there were people like snakes squirming across the road, Well, I went into the building on the left-hand side of the bridge, and there was a triangle, just like on the dollar bill. And everything that I thought, it answered. And this is when the weeping and gnashing of teeth happened. So I left, me and my girlfriend, and I drove to the end of the spear. And I was in darkness. I could see light, but I was in a spear at this corner. The front and the right was speared off. So I went to left. Went out of the truck and the spears, the front and the right. So I took another left, and I was right back to where I parked. And I went back into the building, and there was no triangle there anymore. It was hundreds and thousands and millions of dreams I had of people who I've dealt with and who I've never seen. Oh. So we went in the back, and I just woke up. But when I did go down there, I looked to the left of the cemetery, or the left of the bridge. There was no building, it was just a cemetery. A cemetery. With everybody I've seen and known, and even myself, were there. Puh. It consumes you, It's not only that consumes you, but the thoughts of trying to cover you up with women, and cigarettes, and weed, and even drink. When I'm done, I always think of you. I always think of being down on Highway 23 and then rear-around to Highway 55. Go take Jerusalem. It's like a dream. Who fucking would know? Who would know? The one thing I do know is I am ready. Regardless of my scenario, regardless of my upcoming, regardless of my shortfalls. I am ready. What else? What else can I say? I'm sorry, Lord Real. And I hope one day maybe one day I will do the right just because it was right.